What's up guys, today we are installing some new taillights from VLAND to the Tesla Model 3. So I'm going to give you a quick rundown of what you need to do to prepare yourself to install the new taillights. So we're going to be replacing the outside and the inside taillights. So I went ahead and took the panel off of this already. It's sitting right over there. Very easy, you just pull down on it pretty gently, and then once you put some force into it, the whole thing should come off. So you want to unscrew these screws from each side of the taillight. They probably will be tight. I already loosened them, both sides. And if you pull back this, there's going to be two screws holding in the taillight on either side. You make sure you take those out. And after you take both those screws out of each side, you should be able to kind of pop it and pull it right out just like this. There is a little adapter that plugs into the back of it. Make sure you unplug this. Alright, so now we got both of the outside lights out. Let's go ahead and work on the insides. So these are pretty simple. So with the inside, you're going to have this little adapter. You pull back this little red flap and pull it right off. And then there's going to be one bolt inside of here on each side of the inside taillight. And once you take the screws out, you should have one screw on each side. You're ready to go ahead and take off the inside. And they should pop right out, just like that. And do that on both sides. So now we got both tail lights out from each side. It's going to look a little funny, but that just means that it's time to go ahead and put the new set in. Big shout out to VLAND. These tail lights are absolutely amazing, and they're so different from everything else I've seen. I had to go and try them. So in the box, you're going to have this. This is a Model Y adapter. So these do fit for the Model Y as well. We're not going to need these today. And then also, we're going to have these two little adapters. We will need these, so make sure you keep these by your side. Now, I got the new taillights kind of already prepped, ready to go. Now, unlike the OEM ones, you're going to have your normal adapter that goes into the OEM, but you're also going to have this little red and yellow wire. So now these are going to connect to the inside lights to make sure that the turn signal works with the outside part of it. So what I did is with the left one, I put it through and I put it all underneath here, which connects to this one. And then I put this one through and just put it outside of this weather stripping and clipped it right to the factory. Alright, so we got the new tail light right here. What we're going to want to do is get the adapter and put that through this little hole, feed it through there, and then you're really just going to line these two up with the holes that are right there. Very, very simple. Go ahead and give it a nice push. That's how you know it's clipped in. And put that through. Same thing, make sure we're lining up these with the holes that are already in the car. Give it a nice push. That's how you know it's clipped in. And these ones are all good to go for right now. And then we're going to come back in here and make sure we go ahead and plug in the new taillights. Once you get them plugged in on both sides, make sure you grab those nuts and go ahead and screw them back in. So for these, we're going to get these plugs right here and put them through the hole right there. And then if you come back to the outside of the car, there is those two holes right here as well. You're going to want to line them up with that. Go ahead and give it a push. And we're going to go ahead and put those screws back inside. Now this is where these adapters that I told you about earlier are going to come into handy. So it's going to go from the OEM plug to the new headlight. So it's going to go just in like this. Make sure you push the red thing in. And then it's going to go right to the OEM plug. Just like this. And push that in. And then this other last little wire right here is going to plug into the one that I had clipped on to the factory wires. And after you got everything connected, I kind of like to just tuck it all in here. Just to kind of get it out of the way. So I went ahead and put the other inside light in, and we're going to do the same thing with the adapter and plug it into the two plugs. So now that we got all of those put together, we can go ahead and grab that panel and go ahead and put it back up on top of there to cover all that back up. So now we're gonna go ahead and test out the lights before we seal everything back up. So this is what they're gonna look like when they're on at night. Oh yeah, that's sick. Now we're gonna do the hazard lights. Huge shout out to VLAND. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Make sure you guys go check them out. Let them know Another Tesla sent you. And until next time, drive safe.